I believe that when we are all born, we are our lowest self. We are human animals. And we are human animals because we have to be impulsive. We have to be loud. We have to be selfish. We have to be greedy. And all of those things are necessary when you're a baby and a child to survive. The problem is there's no owner's manual that came with you that says, hey, you can go from being a human animal who's needy, emotional, greedy, impulsive, selfish, to being a human being, a transcended human being that's connected to consciousness, to your higher self, because there's always a higher self. You've done things in life where you're like, you know what? I'm really proud of myself. I helped that little old lady across the street. That is my higher self that did that. Or you know what? I was about to walk into that restaurant, but I held the door open for this family to come through. That is my higher self that done that. But what happens when you're angry, frustrated, upset, emotional? You reduce yourself down to your lowest self, right? Now, what if you could have such emotional resilience, such mental toughness, that when the poop hits the fan, you're emotional, angry, frustrated, upset, that you are still operating out of higher self, instead of reducing yourself down to the human animal that is attacking, that is saying things that they're going to later regret, that is cutting with their words, and in fact, someone who is really looked down upon by society. Let's just be honest, right? Like when we see someone who is like that, gossipy, selfish, greedy, impulsive, we just look down on them. We're like, these are peasants. These are human animals. They're the unwashed masses because they took no time to develop self-mastery. They took no effort in becoming the 2.0 versions of themselves. And so what is one of the best ways to become your highest self? Like, what is that Stoic quote that adversity introduces a man to their highest self? Why is that? Well, because in adversity, especially adversity that is consistent, you will begin to develop emotional resilience. You will begin to almost callous your mind against hardship. And understand that hardship is inevitable. You can't just wait for adversity to happen to you, because when it does, you're going to reduce yourself down to your lowest self. Instead, you have to bake in adversity. So if we know that the term stay hard that David Goggins says, what he means is mentally hard, emotionally hard, be so fortified that nothing can penetrate you, then you have won life when the inevitable hardship happens. I knew that it is inevitable for a human to have adversity in their life. I know that at some point, mom's going to get Alzheimer's. Someone's going to get cancer. Someone might get a divorce. Somebody might get into a car accident. Some business might end up exploding or a lawsuit might happen. Like, I realize all these things are a possibility of life. And if I am not prepared emotionally and mentally to be able to go to battle against these things, what am I going to do with all the responsibility I have? Shrivel up and die and tell all my team members and employees, peace out? Sorry, I'm just a fair weather leader. I can't lead in battle. Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian show. I want to remind you about the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I created the Keuilian Wellness Shot because I wanted a product that was going to help you boost your immune system and fight off inflammation in your gut, in your joints, in your body, so that you are healthy, you don't get sick, and you live an awesome life. Keuilian Wellness Shots have these 9 ingredients that are going to absolutely help fight off inflammation and boost your immune system. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, ginger, turmeric, echinacea, B12, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. And every single packet is checked for heavy metals because our ingredients are top quality and we use nothing but top quality because we cut no corners. So you can use my name, Bedros, at Keuilian.com and get 50% off your Keuilian Tribe subscription. You not only get 50% off your first order, you also get free shipping. You get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, so that if you don't like the product for some reason, which we have yet to meet anyone who don't like the product, we will give you your money back, no questions asked, and we will shake hands and part ways as friends. And of course, $1 of every order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital, which is a hospital system that I've been helping and supporting for over 12 years. They provide medical procedures, medical services, surgeries to children whose families can't afford these procedures. So go to Keuilian.com, use code word Bedros, join the Keuilian Tribe. You get 50% off your first order and then 20% off your recurring monthly orders after that. Back to the show. And I share this with you because you have to constantly callous up your body and mind and your spirit. So how do you do it? Well, I told you about misogi and I told you about suckfest. So let's talk about it. Misogi is a Japanese word for purification through adversity. And in the Japanese culture, those who do misogi typically do it towards the end of the year, sometime in the month of December. They might go stand for 4 hours under a heavy waterfall, and just cold, heavy waterfall. They're standing under there and they go into that other room. Remember the quote that I said, adversity introduces a man to his highest self? When you are dealing with adversity for a prolonged period of time, manufactured adversity that you manufactured. So imagine a waterfall for 4 hours pounding on you, and you just begin to meditate. I imagine the first hour, you're like, fuck, this is cold. Fuck, this hurts. Fuck, I don't want to be here. But all of a sudden, you begin to just go away mentally. And now it's just your body, the vessel, getting beat up. But you have entered the other room. In the other room lives your highest self. And the highest self now can get purified. You can start setting new intentions for the new year. This is what the Japanese do with the misogi, is they put themselves through some level of hardship and adversity for a prolonged period of time at the end of a year to set their intentions, to purify themselves and set their intentions and expectations and their resolutions, for lack of a better word, for the upcoming year. So I was like, well, dude, I'm going to do that. Why do it every year? What if I could do that every weekend? During that 3.5, almost 4 hour period, I go to a place in my head where I solve a lot of my problems. I realize not a lot of people are willing to do this every Sunday, to punish themselves this way, to intentionally bake in adversity and hardship into their life every Sunday, so that when the inevitable, not possible, inevitable hardship comes this coming week, as an entrepreneur, I know that something is going to go wrong somewhere in my business or with someone. It's inevitable. Just like life. Somewhere, something in your life is going to go wrong sometime. Don't you want to be prepared for it? Or do you want to be surprise attacked and be like, fuck, I don't know how to handle hardship. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to curl up into the fetal position, suck my thumb and cry. But as a man, if you constantly put yourself through hardship every week, so I call it my mini misogi, about 3.5 hours of hardship, where I get to go to that other room in my head and have these conversations with myself, solve my problems, my weekly problems, prepare, get battle hardened mentally for the upcoming week. Don't you think that whatever problem comes up, I'm gonna be like, shit, man, if I survived yesterday's leg workout, I got this. Because I know I'm doing something that less than 1% of society does. And that means whatever hardship comes in the following week, I'm part of the 1% that can push through it, that can solve through it, that can come out resilient on the other side. So that is what a mini misogi is. And I don't care if your mini misogi is a leg workout followed by a 3-mile hike that's, full of hills. I don't care if you're just standing under a waterfall, you're doing a fucking, maybe every hour on the hour for 10 hours, you're going into an ice bath for 3 minutes at a time during one day of the week. But put yourself through a mini misogi, something so uncomfortable, something so challenging, something that creates such adversity where you can calm your nerves, you can control your thoughts, you can enter that other room, become your highest self, connect with consciousness, and go, I got this shit. And here's what all these mini misogis that I do every week stack up to be. Once a year, I do Suckfest. Well, what Suckfest is, in December, as I'm setting my intentions for the new year, December 9th, I've got a workshop happening here at HQ. And so I'll wake up, get my morning workout in, come to the workshop. It's the $100,000 coaching day with my clients. I'll work all day with my coaching clients. And then just as the sun starts going down, I always check my clock and see when the sun is going down. I put on my track shoes and I start hiking all of Chino Hills until sun up. So basically I'm awake for 24 hours, and from sundown to sun up, I am hiking. And I typically get 35 to 40 miles in through the night. And guess what? During that 13-hour night, during those almost 40 hours that I'll rack up, I solve so many fucking problems. I cheer myself on so much. Me and my inner advocate absolutely destroy my inner bitch. Just fucking cut him up into pieces, put him in an ice bath, or an acid bath, I should say, and he just dissolves away. And I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going into a new year like a savage. And if that new year brings another torn tricep, or God forbid a family member dies, or another pandemic happens, I'm ready for it. Because I am the fucking pandemic. I am the virus. I am the thing that they should be worried about. That is what adversity structured into your life gifts you. It is a gift. Now, I also understand it is very comfortable and convenient to stay home, cuddled up on a couch, not work out. You were tired today. You had to make some tough decisions. I get it. You had to make some tough decisions. There was traffic driving home. There was a car accident and you were 10 minutes late. And when you went onto your Uber Eats and your DoorDash and you ordered your fucking Jolly Burger, it took an extra 15 minutes to arrive. And that was triggering. That was frustrating for you, wasn't it? I know, life is hard, isn't it? But the reality is this. If you just went out and did some hard shit, if you constantly put in the miles, you will become one hard motherfucker. And as David Goggins says, you will stay hard when everyone else is soft. I am not looking to shit on you. I'm here to tell you that the inevitable hardship is coming. Something's gonna go wrong in your life. You're gonna break a bone, you're gonna tear a muscle, mom or dad or someone's gonna die, someone's gonna get divorced, someone's gonna get in a car accident, economy's gonna get all fucked up. Whatever your fucking thing is, adversity's on its way, baby girl. How you face it, how you deal with it, how you attack it determines the outcome on the other side. And you know what else it does? If you're a man who's married, if you're a man who's got kids, if you're a man who's got employees who count on you, they look at you when you're fucking steadfast and cool as a cucumber and they're like, this motherfucker's a killer. And this is what I want for you guys. I'm not shitting on you for the sake of shitting on you. I'm shitting on you for the sake of getting you off your ass to get you to do the things you need to do to build emotional, mental resiliency so you can harden the fuck up so that when the inevitable hardship comes, you can take it in strides. Instead of having it register as a 9 or a 10 on your Richter scale, it'll register like a 2 or a 3 on your Richter scale because you're like, this is nothing. I put myself through weekly fucking shit all the time. I've connected with my higher self so well that nothing can shake me. I am unshakable. I am unbreakable. And that is what I want you to become. When you are unshakable, unbreakable, and a sovereign man, you are unstoppable.